Hello, everyone. Hello, Lauren.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, great. I think I've sort of got set up here.
You're a very, very fast learner. I can see that.
I'm what?
You're a very fast learner. I mean, like it's your first time, and then you're already that yay. Every day when it's something new, right?
Yeah, every day something new. That's exactly how it's been the last 4 years.
I know. That's exciting, actually. That's exciting. Hi, everyone. Hi, thanks for joining us. Thank you. We're going to wait for a few minutes, but while we're waiting, I just want to say a few words about myself and introduce Lauren, our wonderful guest. And just, and then we can start talking. So basically, just for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mia. I am Russian originally, but I've been living in South Africa for the last 12 years. So I moved here in the beautiful Cape Town when I was young and bold. And I absolutely never regretted this decision. But of course, I've been in travel industry for the last 17 years in the corporate environment. And for the last 9 years, I've been running my own business, my boutique travel agency. And, travel industry was always up and down. That's one of those industries that's affected by national disasters, by economic crisis, by you name it, travel industry will probably be affected. And right now we're in the situation where it's just ceased to exist. I mean, we all heard about these massive giants that actually collapsed, right? By the way, do you hear me well? Forgot to ask. Okay. So, right now, like not only me being like quite a small fish in this massive ocean, of travel, but also big guys, they're all now thinking like, what's next? Like we are all facing the crisis, not just travel, all the industries. And I mean, we being in South Africa, because Lauren is also South African, we can't but think what's next, what can we do to reinvent ourselves, to what can we do to actually brush it off and say, okay, fine, I mean now it's a new chapter, we just need to start clean again, new slate, and just take everything that we learned through all those years and just maybe wear different hats. So that's why I invited Lauren, because Lauren is wearing lots of hats, and she's been a digital entrepreneur for how long, Lauren?
4 years this time, but there's been other times in my life that I've been an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I just want to introduce you, and by introducing you, I just want to read your bio that you sent me. So Lauren is a visionary digital entrepreneur, uplifting mompreneur, heart-centered influencer, speaker, writer, and course creator. And I was very, very inspired to find out that Lauren is also running a project which is called Inspiring Mompreneurs, where she features every month different amazing women that are doing their best to run a business, to support their family, their kids, and to be creative and, empower themselves, not to be dependent on others, but to be independent. And now I just want to ask you, Lauren, just like the first question I want to ask you, tell me how and when did you become an entrepreneur? Like, was it your calling? How have you decided to be a digital entrepreneur?
Okay, so as I mentioned, it's not the first time I've been an entrepreneur. In my 20s, for my 20s, I was a massage therapist and I had my own practice for 10 years. So that was amazing. That was my first foray into entrepreneurship. But this is the first time I've tried digital entrepreneurship, and it is a whole new kettle of fish. And why I started is simply because I actually wanted to write a book. So I had this idea, I want to write a book. And then I did this course on how to create your book. And the course was actually mainly about how to sell your book. It was how to promote it and how most people these days don't just write a book. They become indie authors, they self-publish. And then that means they have to get a website and they have to self-promote. And so, it was really more on the marketing side. And it made me realize, okay, so if I want to write this book, who's going to buy it? Nobody's going to buy it if I don't build an audience and, create that website and build the audience. So I started out by going and looking how I'm going to create the website. I found a platform called Wealthy Affiliate. And Wealthy Affiliate taught me how to create niche websites. And I started out with a breastfeeding site because that's what I was really excited about at the time. I was breastfeeding my little boy. I only started working or becoming a digital entrepreneur when my son was 2 years old. So for the first 2 years, I was a stay-at-home mom. That was very fortunate and blessed. And then I just started learning how to create niche websites after that. And it's led me down all kinds of paths.
Yeah, that's amazing. But do you think you need to possess like certain qualities to be able to run your own business? Like, what's for you? Like, what are your qualities that you think help you the most? To be there because you need to be a jack of all trades, right? You need to and not only that, you need to motivate yourself every day to go and do it. So what's important for you? What do you think makes the cut?
I think for myself, yes, I'm extremely self-motivated and self-disciplined. I mean, you know what it is? When I get passionate about something, when I get really inspired about something, sleep doesn't matter, eating doesn't matter, nothing really matters. I just jump in and I do. And I think that being an action taker is one of the most important things that you could have. Being optimistic, positive, excited, passionate. And I think it's just when you find that something that you really want to do, when you believe in something, it's not work. It just feels fantastic. And you go on this ride and you keep learning. I think it's also that love of learning. I do love learning new things. A lot of it's been pretty tricky because I started this when I was 42 years old. So it's not very young and I almost missed the digital age in a sense. So I'm not very techie. That's why you had to teach me how to do an Instagram Live. This is the first time I'm doing one. It's I've got to learn this new skill today. But yeah, here we are. I'm doing it. And I think you have to be brave. I think that's another thing. You have to be pretty brave because you've got to put yourself out there. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you can't hold yourself back. You actually have to try new things and be okay to fail at some of them. Be okay that some of them are not going to work out. You might lose some money somewhere along the line. That always happens. You might make a few wrong turns. You might go down a few rabbit holes that you didn't want to go down and realize later. But all of it's a learning curve. And if you keep taking it in the spirit of everything's a learning curve, it's all good. And you get there in the end. Well, we hope so.
That's true. What motivates you the most?
Wow, that is a hard thing to say because I think what motivates me the most, I will tell you a little story and maybe that will tell you.
Yeah, tell your story.
I'll tell you a story. So recently I created my first online course and I've been trying to get to this point for a long time. If anybody wants to become a digital entrepreneur, let me just tell you now, start with online courses because, that is where it's at. Okay, that's where digital entrepreneurs really can start to earn real money. And so delivering courses was what I wanted to do. And it took me 4 years to get there. I finally created this course and the most amazing thing happened. My students started posting about things they had created because of what I taught them on the course. And that is when I got really excited again because it's been, some of the things are a long haul and you also can get into sort of a rut where you're just kind of doing the stuff that brings in the money, but it's not, that inspiring every single day, but you do it because it's money. And then this happened. And the great thing about courses is that they can give you passive income, but also if you really do connect with your students that have enrolled in your course, it's so exciting to see what they produce. And that you can think, well, I had some part in that, it wasn't all part in it. You can put out a course and people can buy it. And some people just don't do it. They just don't even, take action again. They still had to take the action and create the thing. But at least I was part of that experience for them. And that was very exciting for me.
That's an amazing story. And when you read about the stories of all the successful entrepreneurs and business people who made it, they all say the same thing. It's passion, If you can do it without being paid, go for it, because none of them thought just about money. And we're in a situation now when it's crisis, and I can't help myself, but not thinking about money. I have to think about money, I need to provide for my kids. I have expenses and stuff. But the key is that you actually have to be driven by passion or by something else. Because if it's just money or if it's just financial results, it's very short-lived, in my opinion, because you will always want more, at some point, $10,000 will motivate you to go. Then you will reach 10,000, then it will be more, and it's just going to be not that exciting anymore. Some people are not driven by money at all. So, but I wanted to ask you, you mentioned that if you want to start being a digital entrepreneur, the best is to start with online courses. How difficult it was for you? How long do you think it will take you if you want to start somewhere to actually take it off the ground?
Well, I think it depends on the training you get, because, I went a different route at first. So I started with niche websites and sponsored posts, and it kind of led me here. So it was kind of a roundabout route. But I think if you, now, I suppose if I really had to do it differently, knowing now what I know about online courses, I would probably say follow Sunny Lenarduzzi on YouTube. She's the greatest YouTuber I know. Follow Sunny Lenarduzzi, go and do her course. She teaches you how to create a course, and she's the best in the business. She'll teach you how to become a YouTuber. She'll teach you how to make real money, and then you can fast track it. You could absolutely fast track it. And there's other things I've discovered along the way where you could fast track your success, like, for example, becoming a Pinterest VA. They're very in demand, and it's very, very niche. So if you love Pinterest and you love pinning all day,
Pinterest what? Sorry, say it again.
Pinterest VA. So it's a Pinterest virtual assistant.
What?
Yeah, a Pinterest VA. So what a Pinterest VA does is they do everything they normally do on Pinterest, but they do it for clients. So they have to first make sure that they know exactly what they're doing on Pinterest, because the main goal their clients will have is that Pinterest drives massive traffic to their website. Once they figure out how to drive massive traffic to their own website using Pinterest, then they can become a Pinterest VA and do it for other clients. And so there's people teaching these courses, and the amazing thing about it is the people who teach you how to become a Pinterest VA are ladies who actually have so many clients banging on their door, prospective clients, that they actually give you clients to get you started. So they kind of say, come take my course, and if you manage to get through the whole course and you become a Pinterest VA, I'll promise you will at least have one lead from me of your first client. And they give out leads to these people, and they get started in their Pinterest VA business and make their money back in their first month. It's amazing.
There you go, guys. So here's an idea. If you want some money, become a Pinterest VA. I definitely will look into this.
Yeah, that's good.
It's also funny because when I was trying to, lots of businesses now thinking about moving the business online, because obviously everyone is stuck at home and everyone is now trying hectically to learn how to do it in the best way. And obviously online is saturated right now. People just, it's very difficult to keep people's interest. They just click from one place to the next, and it's difficult to keep attention. And I myself bought a course, a social media course, how to sell through social media. And it's very, very, very complex and it's complicated and you need to learn so many things. And it's not theory, that's the thing. And these teachers keep saying, you need to practice. Nobody will tell you that's the recipe, you know, that's how it will work. If you go to like SMM specialist right now, a good one will say, okay, this what we can do, for instance, and I mean, these are prognosis, like that might go like this or like this, but nobody will give you straight away. Nobody can promise you what the result will be, what the outcome will be. And I learned it, and I learned it from the course myself. And they said, if you want to be great, you need to practice. And it's like everything in life. And it's so difficult. I mean, like, I'm really excited for our kids because they're learning so fast. And for them, it will be a joke. I mean, Pinterest VA, they will be like, oh, TikTok, you name it, you know. For us, it's like, what? Again? Like, I don't want any more. And for them, it will be all exciting. But you know what I also want to ask you, because I know that you also qualified aromatherapist. You mentioned that, right? So you're trained. Tell me about this. Like, how have you decided to become an aromatherapist, and why didn't you pursue it? Because I know that you don't do it right now, right? You're not using that.
Yeah. Yeah, so, well, I mean, in lockdown, we wouldn't be able to do it anyway, would we? I mean, I could make oils and sell them to people, I suppose, if it was essential. I don't know. Are they essential services? Are they? Are essential services? Can you still get them post-Gene and stuff?
Essential services.
Hey?
Virtual essential services. Virtual.
Okay, yeah. So aromatherapy, yeah, I did it for 10 years full time, and the real story is I burnt out. I mean, I had a massive practice in the Atlantic seaboard side in Cape Town, and most of my clients, I traveled to their houses. They were mostly couples, husbands and wives, and so I would go to their houses. I would, you know, they'd be in Clifton or something. I'd take my heavy massage bench, climb up these stairs with the massage bench, set it up, massage the two clients, climb down the stairs again with the bench. I think that it was probably carrying a bench that was more exhausting than actually doing the massage. But it's not easy work. It's pretty hard work. And so physically, my body just started deteriorating. I also think, you know, I was working on like 6 clients a day, an hour and a half each massage, and I got tired. I landed up getting really sick, and I had migraines every day, and I was depressed, and I was not myself. And so, yeah, I burnt out, and until I discovered a product called Self Food. Yeah. And Self Food is a nutritional supplement. You can still buy it. It's absolutely amazing. It's like a little liquid. It's a colloidal liquid. You put it in water, and it gives the body everything it needs. All the essential nutrients the body needs. And Self Food changed my life completely. And that was the first time. So for my next 10 years, I went into network marketing, because Self Food was a network marketing product at the time. It's now sold just in normal pharmacies and stuff, but at that stage, it was sold through network marketing. And I built a huge business there, and I became their trainer. I would go and speak to all the doctors and the pharmacies and whatever. So I became a trainer for them, and then almost like a rep in a sense. Mm-hmm. And then I moved into a company called NutriHealth, and also built a massive team there. And because my team was like half the size of the entire company, after a while, they made me head of network marketing. So I actually went into the corporate side of network marketing for a while, which was very interesting. You see a very different angle when you go into the corporate side. Yeah, but it was amazing. So that was my 10 years of network marketing.
Tell me more about network marketing. And Maria is asking, what's the name of that company that you worked for?
Okay, so first it was Oxygen for Life with Self Food, and then it was NutriHealth. Yeah. So they're both South African companies. Okay. And then, very sadly, the whole thing changed with nutritional supplements in this country. So what happened was nutritional supplements, actually what happened is the pharmacies started taking over in a big way. So before they used to be like your little corner pharmacy owned by one person. Yeah. And then Dis-Chem came about, and Checkers Pharmacy, and Pick and Pay Pharmacy, and the whole industry changed. So what these companies did is they decided they needed to go make deals with the retail guys. So with Oxygen for Life, they actually decided to go retail fully, and they killed their network. And I actually spoke to the owner years later, like, I don't know, about 5 or 6 years later, and the owner said that was a big mistake. We were very, very sorry that we cut off our network. That was interesting. And then NutriHealth, this pretty much the same thing happened. So people had originally signed up pharmacies, and then those pharmacies were taken from them. So when I joined NutriHealth as head of network marketing, I changed the whole strategy of our business, and I kept our main top sellers that sold well in the pharmacies. I said, let's separate them out. Those products stay in the pharmacies. We're going to have an entirely different range that we're going to sell to the masses. And we're going to build a network. But obviously a lot of people also lost their pharmacies because now the company was dealing with them directly. Anyway, 4 or 5 years down the track, what happened was the retail business was so expensive in terms of the advertising you have to do in the pharmacies, the TV ads, etc., that it actually took the entire company down. And I had to go and tell the networkers that the company closed down. I had to go and tell people who were making fortunes of money, our top distributors, I had to tell them that it was over, that the company had died.
Classic model actually didn't work out and brought the whole business down together with the network marketing. Wow, that's very, very interesting.
That was terrible. It was absolutely terrible because it just what the wholesale guys told us, like the guys in the in the stores who were sending this stuff out to the wholesalers, is the stuff would come back. So the products would go out, they'd get no pull through in the pharmacies, and then they'd send the products back to us. So it was almost like on a consignment basis to these big pharmacies. They'd send the products back to us, and by then they're nearly close to expiry, so there's nothing you can do with them. And then, it was just, the whole thing, it was so sad. I mean, the worst part was people. I had these people that I'd been nurturing for years, and having to, people losing their jobs and also networkers losing their businesses. And so after that, I vowed to never join a South African company again, or a company that hadn't been around for like 20 years or something really established, something that's trading on the New York Stock Exchange. I don't know, something absolutely, there's a lot of network marketing companies out there that are debt free and that will not close down on you. Yeah. And so I moved over and I joined a company called NSC, which is one of the top network companies in the world. So that was a really good move.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting. So actually the question here is, what was the name of that liquid which helped you to get
the liquid.
Yeah.
Cell food. So cell as in CELLE, your cells in your body. So it feeds the cells. You can buy it at Dis-Chem. That's normally got the best price. Probably at Fix as well. Yeah, it is a colloidal liquid. So the most important part when you're taking cell food is you need to take it in water, in the best water you can find. So if you have a water filter, particularly a reverse osmosis filter would be best. You want to take it in really good water because otherwise you're wasting the cell food because it's going to purify the water before it starts purifying your system.
Okay.
And then it contains 78 minerals, 34 digestive enzymes, 17 amino acids, and the thing that is very special about cell food is it oxygenates the cells. So it contains something called deuterium sulfate, which splits water molecules in your bloodstream and in your cells at cellular level, and that is what creates oxygen at the cellular level. And it is the most incredible healing product you can find. It is really astounding.
Do you have to take it for like how long do you have to take it to see the results?
What happens is in the first 2 weeks you go through a hectic detox. So for me, as a migraine sufferer, for 2 weeks I had severe headaches, not migraines, but severe headaches. Mm-hmm. And after that, I never had a migraine ever again. So you go through that detox, and then it's around 2 to 3 weeks. And after that, you start feeling energy like you haven't felt in years. You start to feel absolutely incredible. And yeah, it's an amazing, amazing product.
I definitely want to try it myself. I'm a bit scared about side effects because I experienced them, but it also depends on how toxic, how many toxins you carry in your body as well, because lots of people have very clean, diet, and then it's probably not going to be as bad as for those who drink alcohol and, whatnot.
Mm-hmm. But it's very different detox for everybody, so it will go wherever. So if you're having like tummy problems, then that's probably where it'll be. But what's really great is if you have digestive problems, it really helps with that because of the digestive enzymes. So you start to feel better very, very soon. 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, what's 2 to 3 weeks detox? And also you can take it slowly. You can start off with just a few drops and then you build up your drops, and eventually you take 1 drop for every year of age. So essentially I would be taking 47 drops right now, but at 30 is enough, really. 30 drops a day is perfect.
So you basically take it as a course and that's it. After that you stop. Or do you have to do it like once a year or so?
I stayed on it for, about 10 years. And I'm actually considering going back on it now because I just, I kind of miss it. It's just I gave my reverse osmosis filter to my parents and I haven't bought one again. So as soon as I get another filter, I want to get myself again. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for sharing this. I think it was very interesting for lots of our people who joined us. But now back to business and back to this multi-level marketing or network marketing. Do you think being in the business and working for different companies, do you think South Africans are very price conscious? Do you think it's easier to sell very cheap product or more expensive product? What is your view on this?
That's an interesting question. In NutriHealth, our products were very inexpensive. So they were the price range sort of 70 to 100 rand a product for a month's supply of supplements. So that was very reasonable. And so it's just that you're working with different markets. So in NutriHealth, we dealt with anybody. You could absolutely be anybody. You could build a business in NutriHealth. When you start working with the higher end products, it's a little bit harder to get in because with most companies, you need, there's a certain amount that you have to buy every month. So network marketing usually works in a particular way. And the way is that you have to have a monthly personal volume in order to build your business. In the business that I'm currently in, NSC, you actually don't have to have a personal volume. You could do it in sort of sales. And I think most companies actually do work like that. So I think that if a product is really valuable and people value it, price is no object, really. When people can see results with something. Soul food was a bit, in those days, when I was doing NutriHealth and soul food was actually at the higher end. It was over, it was about 200 rand a product or something. Mm-hmm. But as a distributor, you could get it for 157 or something. For the longest time, it was 157 rand as a distributor, and people could kind of afford that. And we also sold it to the mass market. Everybody bought it. But then Herbalife was on, at the same time, was like 1,000 rand a month for products. And that was a stretch for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I think you've got to, it really all depends. And then you'll be dealing with a different market, so a different LSM basically.
I guess it also depends on what is the value at the moment. I think right now with COVID and just in general, lots of people want a holistic approach. Lots of people think about their health and they start thinking about, what you actually taking in, about all the drugs and about side effects, especially when they have kids, because that's when I started thinking about it. Before I didn't even read, the label. Now I'm reading the label and I'm shocked. I'm shocked what they put in it. you know, like anything like shampoos for babies have so many chemicals that can cause cancer or allergies, toxic, heavy stuff. And I've never thought about that. And now lots of people, I think there is kind of, it becomes almost like driven, you know. There is a drive for that. I've noticed that more and more people become aware, and they want to replace and substitute, you know, chemicals with something more healthy, like plant-based. So I think it depends again what you are promoting, what the product is. But I also heard another opinion on MLM companies, because lots of companies, they don't care about the product that much. You know, you mentioned the companies where the product was important. I'm also a distributor and advocate for, you know, essential oils, and I'm absolutely in love with the product. For me, it's just, I can't live without. Even if I one day decide to go away from this business, I still will use the product because that's how much I believe in it. But lots of MLM builders, lots of, you know, people, network marketers, they don't care about the product. Actually, they care about building the business, because product for them is not as important. So I was shocked about that. But what do you think? Because when you're in network marketing, you meet lots of people, right? Because you obviously go out there, you meet lots of people, you try to recruit, and then you want to build a team, because that's how you grow, right? And obviously you meet other people from other companies, maybe cross companies. And have you got any feedback about that? I'm just curious about that.
Yeah. Having been in the industry for so long and seeing so many different things, I remember that was one of the big arguments I had with the owner of NutriHealth, who was an American guy who had bought it over from the original guy who started it. And his thing was, you lead with a business. You lead with a business. You don't lead with a product. And I was like, no, you lead with a product. Lead with a product. You know, that was always my thing. And then eventually he convinced me, and I could see what he was saying about leading with a business. But the thing is, the two go hand in hand. If you do not have good products, you are never going to have a very successful business. And if you aren't a product of the products and believe in 100% in the product, you're never going to go far. So you're always going to be someone who switches from place to place. Like I know a lot of network marketers do. This week they're in this, and next week they're in something else. And, you know, a few weeks later you meet them and now they're in the latest hottest thing. And like I get all these messages from people all the time, because they all know that I can do network marketing and I've built teams and I know how to build teams. And so they'll send me these messages about the latest hot thing that's happening, and I'm like, I'm so not interested, because, you know, I know I'll talk to you in 2 months' time and you'll be in something else. And, you know, I have a real issue with that. Like that's not network marketing. In my mind, that isn't real network marketing. You stick with a company, you build it, you really, you know, the only way to really build something is to believe in it. Just like I said about the passion of being a digital entrepreneur, it's exactly the same thing. If you're really passionate about, and you really stand for something, you have to be a stand for that thing. So NSC, I haven't built the business all the time, but I have never stopped using the products. I don't buy them every month because they last 3 or 4 months, but I buy the products religiously, you know, because I absolutely believe in them. They're fantastic products. And I will continue to use them forever, whether I'm building business or not building business. And, you know, and that is the strength of a company. If your products can stand alone, people will buy them from you just because they are fabulous products. That will build a strong company. To go with a company, I think it's totally unscrupulous, actually, for somebody to say that they would build a business and they don't care about the products. I actually think that's like building business just for business sake.
Yeah,
you know.
I've met a few, few business people that actually do it for the sake of money. You know, like they just care about that. Sorry, I just want to switch on the line because I think like. Much better.
I'm trying to get this angle better. That's better.
Yeah, no. So I I know myself a few people who don't actually care about that, like investors as well. They don't really care where they invest. They only care like how much money they're gonna make over it. So it's the same as
I think that's what network marketing specifically is based on. I think you could maybe do that with a different kind of business, but the way I understand network marketing is it's a people helping people business. And the real joy of network marketing is that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So you have people who support you. And I must say that's something I was really missing when I was a solopreneur building a digital marketing business. And although I networked with a lot of people or whatever, it's still very lonely. Every decision you make in your business is your decision. There's nobody there taking you by the hand and leading you down the right path, and that's why I made so many mistakes, because I went this way and that way, and then I tried this and then I tried that, and I just knew I wanted to do it my own way. But with network marketing, it isn't about that. You plug into a system and you get coached and you get told what to do. And the way the guy who's training me, the way he describes it is, it's like baking a cake. So if you want to bake a really good cake, you have to follow the recipe. So you have to go and you have to follow it to the T. Otherwise, the cake is going to flop. Once you've followed the cake, cake recipe, and you've got this beautiful cake out there, what you bring to the party is the icing on the cake. So you then bring your own personality. But first, once you follow the recipe, once you've got to a certain point in the business, then you can make it your own. Then you can strike out on your own and you become the leader of your business and you build your business your way. But you've already followed the system and you've already understood exactly what you need to do. So if you are coachable, network marketing is a brilliant business for you, because they will coach you and show you step by step how to be successful, much like owning a franchise. You plug into a system, you learn exactly what the franchise, whatever company tells you to do, you follow it, and the better you follow it, the better you do. And then your personality you can bring in, it's the icing on the cake.
That's an amazing analogy. I really love it. And I think it's very accurate as well. I forgot what I wanted to say just now. I was thinking about it all the time and I forgot about it. But I think, because I've been, self-employed for a long time, it is a very, very lonely place. You have to pretty much tap yourself on the shoulder and say, well done, when you achieve something, and then you have to hug yourself and say, it's okay, you're going to go through this, when things are not going very well. But when you're actually part of network marketing, it's a part of, you kind of have this pass into this massive community of amazing people. Obviously depends on what product you're selling, but if you are in the health, product, that's what I'm selling, essential oils, the people you meet, they're so inspiring. And not only they coach you to become a better business person, and not only they coach and tell you how to make money, but they also help you to become a better person if that's what you want to be, because you meet different people, you get inspired by them, and that's how you grow as well. And for me, that's been absolutely, absolutely amazing. But you know what? I want to also say, because we're talking about great things about marketing, we both have buy-in, but some people will say, yeah, network marketing, you have to pay all the time, and it's a pyramid scheme, and we don't believe that because they promise you blah blah blah, and at the end you get nothing, it's disappointed and all of that. So what is your view on this? What will be your
Okay, most of the people who say that have never been in network marketing, or they were in network marketing and they failed. And the reason most people fail is they don't follow the system. So there is all the help and support that you need. Obviously, if you're in a good company, I mean, you and I are both in brilliant companies, and that's where you will get what you need. If you are coachable and you do the right thing, you will succeed. You just have to keep doing it. You need to know what the job is. So at the beginning, the job of network marketing, and people need to understand this, because what most people see in the presentations is there's this kind of money you can make, okay? And they get beguiled by this money that they can make. But they don't realize the steps that it's going to take to get there. And so these are the steps that people have to take to get there. And it's almost the same in every single network. There might be slight tweaks, okay? But at the beginning, your job is primarily to invite people to a presentation. So you're going to make a list of people that you want to invite. You're going to identify people that could be potential leaders in your business. So people who are positive, people who are leaders, people who are already successful, people who, would see opportunities and are open to opportunities. You are then going to phone them and you're going to ask them, are you open to an opportunity right now? If they're not open to an opportunity, it's not the right time for them. You don't have to hound them. Move on to the next person. Have a long enough list that you're not hounding people who are not into it, or it's not the right timing for them. It might be the right timing for them later. Let go, move on. So the first part of your job is you need to invite people to a presentation. The next part of your job is to get them to speak to someone who is above you as quickly as possible after that presentation, if they were inspired by it. So if they get to the end of the presentation, they say, this is not for me, I'm not into it. If they didn't catch the vision in that presentation, let it go, let them go, and move on and speak to the next person that you invited, and then set up a call with your upline, or however high up the line you have to go to get someone who will help you close that person. So help them make the decision, because they may not be ready to make. Some people come off network, they might be slight tweaks, okay? But at the beginning, your job is primarily to invite people to a presentation. So you're going to make a list of people that you want to invite. You're going to identify people that could be potential leaders in your business. So people who are positive, people who are leaders, people who are already successful, people who, would see opportunities and are open to opportunities. You're then going to phone them and you're going to ask them, are you open to an opportunity right now? If they're not open to an opportunity, it's not the right time for them. You don't have to hound them. Move on to the next person. Have a long enough list that you're not hounding people who are not into it, or it's not the right timing for them. It might be the right timing for them later. Let go, move on. So the first part of your job is you need to invite people to a presentation. The next part of your job is to get them to speak to someone who is above you as quickly as possible after that presentation, if they were inspired by it. So if they get to the end of the presentation, they say, this is not for me, I'm not into it. If they didn't catch the vision in that presentation, let it go, let them go, and move on and speak to the next person that you invited, and then set up a call with your upline, or however high up the line you have to go to get someone who will help you close that person. So help them make the decision, because they may not be ready to make. Some people come off that call or that presentation, whatever it is, a Zoom these days, or it might be an in-person presentation if you're out of lockdown. But some people come off that meeting and they are so excited and inspired that they just say, where can I sign? I'm ready. I just want to get started. Show me how to get started. And other people will still need to be coached. They'll be sort of, not sure about whether it's for them. And so those people, if they've got questions that you can't answer, you then get somebody to help you answer them. Once their questions are answered, they decide yes or no. And then, so your first job, get them to the presentation. Your next job is to see if you can help close them, or at least have somebody close them for you. You are not a salesperson, so rather leave it to people who know what they're doing. That's, until you get to a point where you know what you're doing. Okay, because everybody gets there in the end, or you could always leave your upline doing that. You often find that in network marketing, there are people with different strengths. Some people are very good at the inviting, and other people are very good at the closing. So, that's the first job. Yeah. After that, that is a small part of the job, because and some of them, by the way, will just become product buyers. They might just want to buy the products at a discount price, and that's also great. Okay, so you're done with your presentation, you're done with that part of your profile. What happens is, once you have a number of people that you're working with, your job changes significantly. You're no longer inviting. It is now all about coaching and training. And in fact, top network marketers spend virtually all of their time coaching and training people to do the inviting and the closing. That is how simple the business is. It's nothing more than that. And sometimes it requires some mindset stuff, because some people, do struggle with some people can't handle rejection. Some people can't handle a no, and it freaks them out. But if I can teach anybody, if anybody's interested in a little technique that really helps you with coping with rejection, if I were to offer you a cup of tea, and you didn't feel like a cup of tea in this moment, would would I feel rejected if you said no to the cup of tea? I wouldn't feel a thing. If you don't want a cup of tea, you don't want a cup of tea. And if they don't want your business, it doesn't matter. It's not personal. So nobody is rejecting you. Nobody is doing something against you. Just because you're excited and inspired about it, and you think the whole world should be in your network because it's so absolutely incredible and you can see the value. Not everybody's going to see the value, and not everybody's going to see the value right now. So let it go. Move on. You want to find those people, and the biggest part, if you want to be really successful in network marketing, you want to identify people who are absolute superstars in their own right. That is what you're looking for. You're looking for those superstars. You're looking for the people that say, hey, let's go. Let's go. I love them. I see it. I've caught the vision. I'm going for it. You're not looking for the people that you're going to drag behind you for a million years, because that is not coaching and training. That is like, I don't know what that is, but it's not fun. It's going to make your business horrible.
That's so interesting. So in your opinion, if you want to be successful in network marketing, don't focus on the product, focus on finding those stars, those leaders who will be part of your team and will take you to the next level, will take themselves into the next level. And that's actually the way to go, right? Is that your view?
Yeah, I'm not saying don't focus on the products at all. I mean, become a product of the product by all means. As soon as you can afford to use every single product in the range, be using it, so that when people walk into your house, all they see is products, that you use, and that you have stories to tell on the products. Of course, that is important. But yes, if you want to build a very successful business, you are looking for leaders. You want to. Some of them will be just product buyers along the way. I've been a product buyer for the last how many years? While I've been building a digital business, people have been making money off my sales or my purchases, and that's fantastic. Now I'm ready to jump back in and build the business again, and they'll earn less, and I'll earn more, and that's just how it is. But anybody who tells you that network marketing is a pyramid scheme has gone to the wrong networks, or they do not understand how direct selling works. It's like saying franchising is a pyramid scheme. Yeah. It's not. It is a system. You plug into the system and you build a real business. People who don't make money are people who don't do the work. It's that simple. Yeah. If you do the work, you will make money. You're guaranteed of making money. Well, you're not allowed to have guarantees, but if you do the work, you will make money.
Yeah, but I think, it also comes to presentation, because sometimes people, they want to give lots of promises. So they first show the check and they say, get excited about this. Then you say, you literally have to work like 2 hours a day. Like, I don't know, wherever you feel, like you need to work. But that's not true. I mean, if you want to make money, like if you go to, like if somebody hires you, just imagine that. You have to go to work and sit in the office for 8 hours a day. It doesn't matter if there is work or not. You have to do something. Otherwise, you're not going to get paid. That's simple. But for some reason, people think like with network marketing, it's easy. And okay, today I don't feel like I have a migraine. I don't feel like working today. I'm going to do something else. And then at the end of the day, you say, it's not working for me. Maybe that's not my cup of tea. But actually, you need to really be honest with yourself and ask yourself, are you willing to put an effort? Because lots of people who did put an effort, they made it. They got into the level where they very well remunerated, like they've got very nice salary. But people obviously who just like complain about stuff and they not really feel like working and they find excuses why it's not working, then it's a different kind of story. But I think, like you said, just try to avoid those people.
Well, there does come a time, let me just say to you that it's true that there does come a time in network marketing where you have real passive income, where you can make money when you go to sleep at night and your team is working for you because they're all over the world. I mean, if I think about the guys who are training me, they've been in the business over 20 years, I think it's 20 years, yeah, and they are, they've made millions of dollars, and they're jumping in and building now, and they're working long hours to build the business again. But there have been times of their lives where they didn't do that. So in fact, they told me a very interesting story that in the last recession, they decided not to build. They were busy renovating on their house, and they had other things. They were traveling, whatever. For 3.5 years, they didn't build their business, and it was a recession. So what happens when you're in the kind of company that you and I are in is something called the lipstick effect. So people will buy products that make them look good and feel good. But they will not buy, big ticket items like a car or furniture or stuff like that. Okay, they're not going to go out and spend a lot of money, but they will always buy the little things. So they'll buy the personal care stuff, and they want to look good and feel good during a recession or depression. So what happens then is companies like ours just start going like this. This is the time that millionaires are made. This is the time that leaders are made in the business, because the business just explodes. Because people are looking for business opportunities when there's a lot of uncertainty, when there's a lot of stress and anxiety. People are looking for options, and especially right now. I mean, some people have been laid off work. People are getting evicted from their houses. Even my own husband's salary was decreased by 30%. It's radical. Like, things have changed. The landscape has changed, the economic landscape. And there's more people worried right now about the economy than people worried about getting COVID-19, actually. They are worried about not having money at the end of all of this. And so that's why they're looking for opportunities. And this is the time to really go out and find those people who are looking for business opportunities, the people who are really hungry and will build it. So it's a really exciting time. So what he told us is a story of that time when he was earning, he was happy. Their business didn't lose anything over the 3.5 years in the last recession. They stabilized. They were stable. They still made money. It still generated income, but it didn't grow. A friend of theirs built his business during that time, during the recession, and he went from making $4,000 a month to making $160,000 a month within 4 years. So, I mean, just imagine. I mean, that is like money I can't even contemplate making. I mean, it's insane money. In South African rand, that's like you're making millions a month, okay? So it's crazy, crazy money. But that is the recession we're heading into now. We're heading into a depression. This is the time leaders will be made. And if you are going to jump in and build a network marketing business and put aside all of those little, niggly things you have in the background about what network marketing is and isn't, and you just, roll up your sleeves and, slot into the system, there will be a system in your company. If you can't find it directly from your upline, go higher. 6 levels above you, people are earning from whatever you do. So there is somebody will be there 6 levels above you who can help you build your business. Go and find that person and slot into the system and make the money, because this is the time.
Yeah.
And yes, only do it if you believe 100% in the product.
I don't want to add anything, because I think you said it so well. It's the time. It's lots of people will be looking, because lots of people like myself, I maybe wasn't like considering it seriously, but right now I know that I have to give it a very, very, very big push, because this is the time, and there will be lots of people like myself. And you know what, just an interesting fact, statistically, last month, like Jan Levin, it's one of those MLM companies that I'm working for, they increased their profit by 1,300%. Well, other than that, like what else do you need to add to this, right? I mean, I think pretty much that's it. Join.
And that's just the beginning of this. We're only just starting the recession. That's the tip of the iceberg. Wait and see what happens to our company in 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Billions of dollars. Be part of it.
Yeah. No, be part of that, yeah, because that's one of the ways to reinvent yourself. And I go through some questions. I see there are some questions for you. Lauren, which course are you doing at the moment? And which course for starting online business would you advise?
Okay, so the course I'm doing at the moment is on attraction marketing. So I'm trying to marry my network marketing skills with my online marketing skills. And it's similar to the course that you're doing. So it's one on attraction marketing. Were you talking about the course that I created myself or the course that so if you could just add in your message whether you meant the course that I created or the course I'm doing, because I'm always studying something new. And then the course that I recommend if you're starting out online is Wealthy Affiliate. That's where I started online, so I recommend that because it's where you can go and learn how to build a website, and the website is the foundation of everything. Once you have the website, you can then decide what you're going to do with it. And how you're going to move forward, because there's so many different ways you can go. You could do e-commerce, you could do ebooks, you could do sponsored posts. There's many different ways to make money as a digital entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she said the course that you're studying.
Oh, the course that I created myself. Okay, that is called How to Redbubble. It is about something called. Have anybody heard of Redbubble? Redbubble is a print-on-demand e-commerce website, and how it works is so it's like going to Amazon. Okay, I think there's 25 million visitors a month go to Redbubble and they buy products. But the difference is you create the designs for the products. So you go in there and you create designs, and then they put them on all these different things like t-shirts and dresses and bath mats and mugs and, really cool stuff, awesome stuff, little booklets and anything, like a whole bunch of things. Okay, most of my designs are on about 64 different products, and then so you go in, you create these products, and you don't have to do anything except for upload the design and decide how much margin you want to make when somebody buys the product. So it's normally set automatically at 20%. And you can up that or down that depending. I just leave most of mine on 20% except for stickers, because stickers are so cheap that nobody would care if you put a 50% markup on them. Yeah. So you decide on your markup for everything, and then they print them on the items, they ship them, they handle the money, they handle everything on your behalf, and you literally just get that as a commission, whatever you earn. Okay. Yeah, but what's really nice about it is it means you could also build a brand. So if you are building a brand for yourself online, if you are like Mila, whatever your website is, I can't remember the name of the website. Yeah, so if you have a website and you have a brand, you could go and brand your stuff and sell branded items in your own Redbubble store as well, which is also really exciting.
That's interesting. Thank you for sharing this. Well, let's have like few more minutes. I mean, I can just sit and chat with you for a very long time, but like Instagram is like, time is ticking. Yes. So I just want to ask people who've been listening to us if there is anything else that you want to ask Lauren. And while they decide, and I just want to thank you very much. That was very, very interesting conversation for me. Thank you for joining tonight and for sharing your experience and for being so open about it. I mean, I think we all learned a lot, really. And I really sincerely wish you best of luck, because I know that you're a super passionate person, and now when you put lots of effort into this, like anyone else, like that's the thing. When people think, oh no, I'm not gonna make it because like whatever they are, they just like immediately cut their wings, like you shouldn't cut yourself short, because you are amazing and special, and you have all those amazing resources within you. So you can achieve whatever you want to, and you just have to be passionate and believe in that. So I'm wishing you best of luck in achieving all your goals. And I'm sure in 1 year time, we will be sitting and like having a different conversation on a different level.
That's going to be very exciting. Yeah. Great. I'll keep watching your progress as well. I can see you're going to do brilliantly.
Oh, thank you so much. I just see lots of thanks from the ladies. Thank you. It was very interesting. You're both so inspiring. Thank you so much for joining us. Wishing you a super evening, and I hope that you learned something new and interesting. Okay, bye.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.